It is what it is. We still have the audio, so it's awesome. Yeah. Oh my God, here we go. We are back live. The Guerrilla Radio Network live with Mike and Eric and Angel. Hopefully you guys had a great last couple of days since we spoke to you the last time. I know we did. We had a great time last night, right? We really did.
We did.
Yeah, it was a good time.
It was a great time the last night. We did that marketing event over there with Adonis over at the US 19 sign building.
Yeah.
It was a great time. We loved it. Yeah.
Yeah,
We met a lot of good people and we did a lot of good promotions. I think we did some good for the community last night.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
showed up.
we
and
did. Yeah.
Talked to wonderful people. Like I met some new people I haven't, didn't know that was
Sure.
in Tarpon, the Funk, and that.
Yeah, I had no idea about any of these places.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like and
No,
all
no
their
clue.
people that they have and
Yeah.
introduced us to, and
Yeah.
it's always good to meet more new people,
And
what they have
learn.
to offer, and learn.
Learn about what they're doing.
Yeah.
And they can learn about what we're doing.
Yeah.
And we can collaborate together and we can have a great time collectively. Yeah, it was an awesome time. I think it was great. It was a little bit hot outside though. It was. It was a little bit hot. Unfortunately we were set up outside because we had a big display, and I get it. We couldn't go inside with that giant, display that we had. But I will tell you, it was fucking hot, right?
What about our trucker?
Mike, I don't think I've ever seen you sweat that much in my life, man. I walked up because you guys got there before me. I walked up and you were just drenched.
Yeah,
You were drenched. I felt bad for you. I did, man,
I
because
did
you've
too.
been working outside all day, and then you
Yeah.
show up there and you're like, well, let's put this giant 10 by 10 tent up and see what happens.
And
Yeah, I felt bad for you.
T-shirt on the side of 19.
Right,
Yeah.
and it's a nice black
With the
T-shirt.
sun setting
Yeah.
on the west side of 19.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was rough, but you know what? All things considered, I think it was a really successful event,
Yeah, it
even
was
though
a good
we had to
time.
sweat a little bit. And
Yeah.
we met a lot of good people. And thank you, Adonis, for having us
Oh,
over at the US 19 sign building right there on the corner of Trouble Creek, 4412 US 19. We had a great time. Your artwork is second to none, and we love being a part of it. And we love being a part of the new networking event that you started up. So thank you, sir.
Unconventional networking.
Is it
correct?
unconventional?
I think
That's the name.
what
That's
it
the name of it.
is. Yeah.
Unconventional. Yeah.
Great vibe.
Ooh, did you guys hear that lightning? I don't know, right? God, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. My dog at home is freaking out right now. She's well, you've seen my dog, Mike. I think you've seen pictures at least. I don't know if you ever met her, and I'm pretty sure I've shown you pictures.
Pictures I've seen. Freya.
Right? Yeah, Freya. And
Stanley.
it's Freya and Stanley. Stanley doesn't give a shit about anything in the world. He doesn't care. He's an idiot. He's the dumbest dog I've ever seen in my life.
Awesome.
Freya's very smart, and she's also very fragile.
Right.
And so when the thunder strikes and when there's lightning outside and when the rain comes down, she just freaks out and she just runs. And then she pants all over the house and runs around and pants. And I guarantee you, my poor wife right now is really going through it, because if that lightning or that thunder is the way that it is at my house as it is here, Freya's just running around the house, just panting her ass off right now, freaking out. She's a 90-pound pit bull, looks the most intimidating dog you've ever seen in your life. And she is just the biggest crybaby I've ever seen, ever. the nicest dog you could ever meet, but she looks intimidating because she's got these jaws and these giant teeth, and she's goddamn near 100 pounds. She's a big girl, man. She's a big girl, and she's a solid mass, man. But she is just the biggest crybaby I've ever seen. So I assure you, she's running around the house right now, just crying as if like World War III has just broken out and they're dropping nuclear bombs on her house. That's how she feels every time it rains.
My Jack too.
With
My dogs are napping.
Are they really?
Yeah, they're enjoying their free life.
Oh my
Their
God.
free ride they're getting off me.
Yeah, well, yeah, and that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, come on, no.
Most pets are kept, right?
Right. Yeah.
You're their sugar doggy.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 100%. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. And it's just it's nuts. I mean, and she'll pant all night long and just whine and tap all over the floors. Yeah. So it is.
I don't know
what
where
it is.
it's coming from.
I don't know.
Ears are sensitive to sound.
Well, she was a rescue, so we don't know what she went through prior to us having her. So we can only assume that maybe she was left out in the rain, and you know what I mean, and people didn't take care of her. But we rescued her, and she was actually found in New Orleans, as a matter of fact, by the rescue. Yeah. So when my wife contacted the pit bull rescue. Gosh, I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but she contacted the pit bull rescue because she saw a picture of Freya on the website, and then come to find out she was like in New Orleans, and she was just homeless, basically, just
Aw.
roaming the streets. So somebody snatched her up and brought her to the rescue, and then we found her, and she had a foster and blah 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 and all that stuff. And yeah, Southern States Bully. That's the name of the rescue.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
Southern
yeah.
States Bully. Yeah, yeah. But and she's a good kid, but you
You
know,
ever tried doggy Xanax?
oh yeah, we have Terrazodone for her. We have all that stuff, man.
Oh yeah.
We leave next week for vacation, and we're driving up to the mountains in Georgia, and we get all these pills from the vet
Right.
because she panics in the car. You know what I mean?
Oh,
If it's
yeah.
driving around the city, she's good. You know what I mean? Just for like a
Yeah.
car ride. But I mean, she's going to be stuck in the back of an SUV for 9 hours.
Oh,
She's gonna
trip.
freak out.
Right.
Yeah. So we drug her ass up and call it a day. Yeah. We have to.
Good call.
Yeah, we have to. Yeah, there's no way around it.
Yeah.
We have no choice but to drug her ass up and call it a day. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. They can take a higher amount of.
Oh my God, they
we
metabolize so
can.
quickly. Yeah.
Yeah.
They metabolize so
Yeah.
quickly. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely
Sounds like
incredible.
you guys got a couple junkie dogs.
Yeah, no, we say that all the time, man. Yeah, she's a pill popper. She's absolutely a pill
Don't
popper.
take the dog's
Yeah,
meds. It will
for
kill
sure.
you.
she's absolutely a pill popper. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, don't whatever you do, don't take them. Yeah,
Yeah,
because they're
right.
gonna kill you. Yeah,
Exactly.
it's funny. Yeah,
That's
but
not
you
my
know,
prednisone.
no. So you guys know about the Liver King, right?
Oh
Yeah.
Have you ever seen this guy? Have you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
seen this guy?
Yeah,
Right.
I watched the documentary.
Okay, on Netflix.
Yeah,
Why are we such Netflix junkies for documentaries, right?
I love
Let's-
a train wreck.
Well, before we get into Liver King, all right. So let's talk about the Liver King here in a little bit, but let's talk
Okay.
about the poop cruise because
Oh my god.
that right there is resonating in my mind right now. Mike, you haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh
but-
my god.
All right, so here's the best part of the documentary. And Angel, I talked to you about this morning.
I
Here's
know.
the best part of the entire documentary. All right, so they're on this cruise and they're out at sea and everyone's having a good time for one day. Day number 2, there's a fire inside of the ship
Okay.
and it burns all of the electrical cables and they have
Oh.
zero capacity to operate whatsoever. So they're literally just stranded at sea at this point. They're just
Right.
floating
It's a
off.
floating vessel.
Just a floating vessel floating off in the distance. So no one really, in the beginning stages, they don't really care. It's kind of like whatever. Of course, they're going to come and turn it back on, whatever.
Right.
But then they deem the ship completely incapacitated. So a day of at sea with the rescue turned into 2 days, and then 2 days turned into 4 days, and then 4 days turned into
5
like
days.
5 or 6 days, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And so these people are just like savages now because there's no plumbing in the ship.
Well,
There's no what's that,
It's
Angel?
like
Go ahead.
Not only does the plumbing not work, there's no air conditioning.
No air conditioning.
No
Yeah.
running like
Nothing.
water.
Yeah.
Like
No food?
people are taking
No-
their mattresses.
no, the
You can't
food-
heat up the food,
You
right?
can't cook the food.
You can't
Yeah.
refrigerate it. You can't
Yeah.
keep it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
They're making sandwiches.
Yeah.
They're serving sandwiches. So people now go from buffets
Right. Like all you
But
can eat
in a
buffets
line
with gourmet
with
food and
limited
shit.
food.
Yeah.
and now you're sweating. People are dragging their mattresses
Yeah.
outside, and you're sleeping next to strangers.
I know. So these people are waiting in line literally for like 2 hours, they said, to get
To
up
get a
and
sandwich.
to go and get a sandwich, which is lettuce and tomatoes
Yeah.
on white bread.
Yeah.
They waited 2 hours in line for that,
I
right?
know.
So that's the conditions this boat was in
Yeah.
because they couldn't cook anything. So all the plumbing is backing up and all this, and they're floating at sea, whatever. And then towards like the 4th or 5th day, I think it was,
Yeah.
towards the end of the run, they send out these tugboats, and the tugboat is going to take this cruise ship and tug it back into shore.
Yeah.
Right.
So they tug it to Alabama, I think it was. It was supposed to go to Mexico first,
Right.
but then they tug it to Alabama
Right.
because it was closer.
Which was going to mean another extra day.
Another day, yeah, because they
Yeah.
drifted so far off course. So now they're going to tug it to Alabama. So tugboat comes over, hooks up, and they start tugging this giant 1,000-foot cruise ship
Right.
to Alabama. What they didn't take into consideration is that all the plumbing in this boat had backed up at this point. So
And the showers.
everyone's showers, everyone's toilets were completely filled, right? But it was stable because it wasn't rocking back and forth. So like it's just right there. When the tugboat started tugging it, it rocked the boat back and forth.
So shit's going everywhere.
There's shit everywhere, man. Shit and piss everywhere. And it's like literally like raining shit.
Yeah.
From like the top floor down, then from that down all the way down. There's shit just raining down
Yeah,
from the
because
skies.
they gave
Yeah.
people, when they realized that they had no plumbing, they made an announcement and passed out red biohazard
Yes.
bags for them
Poop
to
in the
do
bag.
number 2 in.
Because there's no plumbing. So
because
like
there's no
pooping the bag.
plumbing, and they
Yeah.
ask people to use the bags and then take them to a certain spot in the ship.
Right.
And told them
Biohazardous
they
waste.
could do number
Yeah.
1 in their showers.
Yes.
So everybody was freaked out about using the bag.
Right.
So there were people that refused to do that. Just imagine 3,000 people on a cruise ship.
Just holding your poop in there, man, for
Some people
5
tried-
days.
Oh,
So
yeah.
some people started drinking Imodium so they wouldn't
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah.
now you're backed up as just like
So-
the plumbing.
So now it's raining shit, and raining
Yeah.
piss all over your head,
Yeah.
and it's like the entire boat is just completely filled with urine and
And everybody's
excrement.
soaked.
Everyone
Well,
is soaked, right?
Everyone's
That's on
running
the inside.
away, so now the boat's getting even more uneven because people are
So,
having to avoid
Mike,
the.
so what does Carnival Cruise Lines decide to do? Here's a great
They
idea.
threw a hose on them.
Dude, they open
They
the
have
bar.
pressure
They open the bar.
What a great
for free
idea.
drinks.
So all of these people that are waiting around in shit and piss are now allowed to go and get effed up at the bar, and they're giving the drinks away for free. So people are ordering like 5-6 drinks, shots, and it just became this big free for all on the
Right.
boat. Fights are breaking out.
Yeah.
The one lady said, like,
The
I looked
cruise
over.
director, yeah,
The one lady looked.
yeah.
She's like, I looked over, and there's 2 people literally
having
honeymooning, having sex on the chair next to me.
Yeah.
And she's like, do you guys want a blanket to cover up? They're like, no,
No.
we're good. They were so fucked up. They had no idea they were even doing it. Because that's just free drinks.
Yeah.
And if fights were breaking out, people are throwing shit over the balcony and
That
pissing
sounds
over the.
great.
Oh my God. Yeah. So anyway, they got towed back to shore, and then everyone
Yeah.
got back to normal again. But yeah,
And
what,
the only time they
dude,
had
you got to
Wi-
watch it, man.
The only time they had Wi-Fi is when the other cruise ship
The other
came
boat
by
backed up.
to
Yeah.
give them some supplies,
Yeah,
so they
yeah.
could hook onto their Wi-Fi.
And all the other people in the other boat were just
just
like,
waving
yeah,
and
they're partying,
partying.
drinking, having a
Hey,
good time.
don't
Yeah.
do it.
We got AC, we got plumbing. Fuck you guys. Their hands in the air. Yeah.
Here
I
they
love
think
it.
they're gonna board that boat,
Yes.
and they realize
Yes.
they're not. But they have
Absolutely.
Wi-Fi.
So funny.
So they start sending all this stuff like
So goddamn
Boba's,
funny.
this is-
Yes.
Where there's crap. They're taking pictures of the toilet.
Oh, Mike, it was
Everything.
disgusting. There was actually video footage
Yeah,
of the turds and the piss like floating around, man,
Yeah,
under
that's
people's
awesome.
feet.
but
And then my favorite line of the entire show, the chef, right? He was this. I think he might have been like Indian, maybe. He
Yeah.
was something of that
great
descent.
personality.
They never really
though.
said. Really cool guy. Like, you know, like he was kind of like calm, cool, collected, whatever. He was just kind of like telling his perspective.
Yeah.
And then at one point, spoiler alert, he says people were using the bathroom
Yeah,
in the
toilet.
same toilet over and over again because they had to go. So they're doing number 2, right? So imagine somebody takes a shit, and then he said they were putting toilet paper over the shit, and then they were shitting on top of the toilet paper. Then the next person would come over.
They're making shit
And-
sandwiches.
Yeah. And then the next person would come over and put toilet paper down. They'd shit on top of that until the toilet's completely full. Nobody gets shit anymore. They'd move on to the next one. And then the chef described the toilet as a lasagna.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Shit,
It was-
lasagna.
That was the best line of the entire show. He's like,
Only
it
a
looked like a
chef.
lasagna.
Only a chef.
And
would
you,
come up with
yeah,
that.
you can't get that visual out of your head. I literally will have that etched into my memory till the end of time. Like just shit, toilet paper, shit, toilet paper, shit, toilet
Are you
paper.
going to stop eating lasagna?
He said it.
Yes,
Well,
I
we
think I
laughed
might,
about
man.
that.
I think I might.
That was like I don't cruise personally because I'm
Yeah.
afraid of being stuck in a
Yeah,
party
you told me
without a
about the
ride home.
what was
Right.
the Poseidon Adventure?
Oh, the Poseidon
Yeah.
Adventure when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Shelley Winters went to go and swim.
Sure,
and never
sure.
returned.
And she never came
It
back.
broke
Yeah.
my heart.
You ever see that movie, Mike? Great movie.
I don't think
You
so.
gotta
Yeah,
watch
great
the
movie.
original.
They
Poseidon.
made a remake of it
Yeah.
about 15 years ago, but the original one with
The
Gene
original,
Hackman was
yeah,
outstanding.
the best.
Outstanding.
I've probably seen it. I just don't
Yeah,
remember.
you probably still remember. Yeah, great movie. Great
Right.
movie.
But I'm not a cruiser for the reason of being stuck
Right.
at a party
Yeah.
with no ride home.
Yeah.
It's just something that freaks me out.
Sure, of course.
But to think of a cruise like that, like, you know, I'm sensory, so smells freak me out.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah. Makes total
Tactile.
sense. Yeah.
That freaked me out.
Totally
I couldn't
get it.
touch anything because
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a germaphobe when it comes to stuff like that.
Are you? Yeah.
like
yeah.
I'm thinking about disease and everything.
Sure.
I mean,
We're very
Sure.
similar. I just don't like shit on my leg.
Well, I agree with you on that one, Mike. 100%, man.
and then you have all these strangers you don't know.
Totally
I feel
agree with you
like-
on that.
I'd be like climbing the poles, not knowing what to do. I'd be really thinking about just
Yeah.
ending, like,
Trying to figure out
can
how
I
to just
can
get
I
it
just
done.
Take this,
Yeah.
like little dinghy and just
Yeah.
float away. Like what? Can I
Quit playing
do?
with your dinghy.
But I
Yeah,
have
right.
PTSD
Yeah.
from a Carnival cruise ship at that
Yes,
point.
and I called it
Before-
too. I
Definitely
called
pink
it
eye, though.
Huh?
before. What's that, Mike?
A lot of pink eye going on.
Oh my God, there had to been a lot of conjunctivitis happening on that boat. I assure you that. I can assure you that.
That would be like all these neuroticisms would come out.
Yeah, I mean it's got to be
Everybody's
absolutely
walking around
disgusting.
rubbing their
Yeah,
eyes.
rubbing your eyes. Yeah.
Eyes all
You're like,
red,
"Don't
looking like
touch
zombies.
anything."
The aftermath of that had to have been horrible because they had to have gone through a lot of quarantine, I would imagine, or they have to go through some sort of testing to make sure they're not contagious
Shit,
or a
imagine the
biohazard.
litigation that Carnival's gonna
Right.
go through.
Yeah,
The best
I know.
part
I know.
was the 3 women that were on there for their
Oh my God!
bachelorette
All they
party
want to do is just drink all the time. That's all they cared about. Like,
to
we
win-
want to get margaritas.
to
We
get
want to drink.
totally messed up in
Yes,
Mexico and
That's
wake
all
up
they
to
wanted.
that
Yes,
with a
Yep.
hangover.
that's all they
But
wanted.
at her wedding, she gave her bridesmaids
The
gifts in
biohazard bag.
biohazard
Yeah,
bags.
yeah. I saw that. Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. Those 3 girls though, all they want to do is just get fucked up.
I
That was it.
know.
That was their plan, start to finish.
That
They
wasn't
just
the
want to
way
go
they
and get
wanted
hammered.
to, though.
Yeah, not that way. Let's talk about the Liver King for God's sake. The Liver King is in the news right now.
Again?
And yeah, no, he's in the news. And you remember this guy, right? Like the
Yeah.
Liver King. He lied and said, I
Yeah.
eat liver or raw meat. And the documentary on Netflix about him, whatever. So yeah,
Yeah.
he said that he gained his body type and whatever from just eating a raw diet and watching
Ancestral
yeah.
diet.
and yeah, exactly. Yes, you're right. And he was also a lunatic at the same time. Like he was a maniac. This guy.
He's
Yeah.
more of a lunatic than he was.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he got a lot of notoriety from the lies that he told the public
Oh, yeah.
about how he developed his body. I mean, the guy is like he's a specimen to look at. You know what I mean? I mean,
Oh, he's huge.
8-pack. I
He
mean,
was
giant
riding it.
shoulders. Yeah.
He was right.
And the whole time he was doing steroids. Yeah. So apparently now he's threatened Joe Rogan because Joe Rogan.
You don't threaten
A
He
Joe.
couple-
outed him. Joe Rogan outed him.
Remember that
Yeah.
a couple of years ago.
Before he admitted to it,
Before
Joe
he admitted
Rogan
to it,
said,
there's no
I
way.
guarantee you
Yep.
Yeah.
$1 million, let's
Yep.
spend $1 million on it right now.
Absolutely. Yep.
You are on steroids.
Yeah.
Go get tested.
Absolutely.
He's puffed the magic dragon.
So
And
now he's mad at Joe Rogan. 'cause
He's
he
mad at
called him
Joe
out,
because
and
he
he
called
got
him out.
caught.
Yes.
And Joe
And-
Rogan's probably trashing him.
And I'm gonna tell you what, man.
Punk-ass guy.
Look, the Liver King, like he's a solid mass of man, whatever. I mean, you can see the guy. He's like I said, he's a specimen of man. But at the end of the day, you know what you're not gonna do? You're not gonna beat Joe Rogan's ass.
No.
Joe Rogan's a trained fighter, man,
Listen,
and the guy is he's a beast. Have you
Even if
seen
you
him
could-
kick? Have you seen Joe Rogan kick?
I have.
Oh my God, the spinning back kick! It's
He's
out of
ridiculous.
control.
He's ridiculous.
He's
But
ridiculous.
Even if he could whip his ass, you can't threaten to kill him.
No, and that's what he did. Like he
Oh.
went on
He
the
went
internet.
that far.
He went on the internet machine, which is otherwise known as the Google machine or the magic box, as I like to
Lugal?
call it.
Or
The-
Lugal.
the
yes.
Lugal machine.
Better known as Lugal.
And he put a post on like Facebook or Twitter or maybe all of
I
them,
think
whatever.
it was Instagram.
Instagram, is that what it
Yeah,
was?
yeah.
With 2 golden guns holding them over his head and said, "Joe, I'm coming for you."
Oh,
with
my
an
God.
attempt to intimidate Joe Rogan.
So he's really a special box of fruit.
Oh yeah, he's
I mean-
definitely a special person. Yeah, he's a special
Yeah.
person.
You can't get any juice in jail though, so
Right.
he might
Yeah.
shrink up a little bit.
He might. Oh, he will shrink up a little bit. I guarantee you that. Yeah.
Yeah, because steroids add water to your muscle.
Right. Of course. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you can tell when
Yep.
somebody's juicing.
Yep.
That's why they call it the juice.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's water weight. It just adds, it adds mass to
adds
what you already have.
Water mass.
Yeah, it certainly helps the cause, but it definitely adds water mass and water weight to whatever you're
Yeah.
doing at that time. Here's a little bit of audio. This is him actually getting arrested at this point.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
They go to his compound.
Yeah, and they're putting him in the back of the police car. I haven't even listened to this yet, so I don't even know if it's worth a fuck, but yeah. Yeah, you can't really hear anything. So, but that's him getting put into the back of the police car right there as he got arrested for terroristic threats. He's being charged with the Liver King.
Yeah.
Terroristic threats. And I didn't even know this guy was a thing, you know what I mean? Because he was like this internet sensation, but I don't really go online and look at stuff. I don't
I
go
didn't know
on
anything
YouTube.
about him until the documentary.
That's
Yeah,
when I found out about it.
exactly.
I'd heard about him, you know what
I
I
never
mean?
even heard about him.
But I'd never seen anything about him. I heard about this guy that eats raw meat and whatever. Because I worked with a few people that like big into working out and physical fitness. So it was kind of like one of those things. It was like
Oh,
trending, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, yeah, I never knew who this guy was.
You
Yeah.
can watch those trends.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. You have to.
Yeah.
P Diddy closing arguments coming this week. What do you guys think about that?
Oh.
P Diddy.
Oh, P Diddy.
What do you think? All right, so let's
Diddy done did it.
let's say it right now. Do you think he's going to get convicted, or do you think he's going to walk?
Well, this is the question: is what are the charges?
Well, apparently, they dropped a bunch of charges this morning.
Probably because they won't stick.
Against P Diddy. Yeah. So, and there's speculation, and I can't. It's only speculation, but they're saying that maybe Donald Trump is going to pardon him at this
Oh,
point.
Donnie T.
Donnie T, because he said he's in an episode of The Apprentice in 2012, which is irrelevant. According to this article, though, he said that P. Diddy is one of his good friends and he really likes him. So they're kind of speculating that possibly Donald Trump might pardon this guy if he does, in fact, get convicted. But yeah, they dropped a bunch of charges this morning, apparently, and he's not facing as much time or as many severe charges as he was previously. Yeah.
I mean, he did a lot of bad shit, but
Yeah.
a lot of it probably wasn't illegal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not that illegal, but how do you put all that together?
I don't know, man.
How do
Yeah,
you,
I don't know. It's very interesting.
how do you package that and sell it as
And
any
sell
one
it as a-
thing?
yeah,
It's like a
I know.
combination of
I know.
really raw shit.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
I mean, people are fucked up, man. They do
I
what
mean,
they want to do.
was
you
it
know what
really
I mean?
human
Yeah.
trafficking?
I don't know.
If you can't prove that he wasn't drugging people, so like
Yeah.
it's
I mean, with Bill Cosby, we knew he was sticking people and drugging them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Let's just call it spade a spade. But I mean, there's really no evidence. I don't think. I don't know. I'm not like
I
an
don't know if
attorney.
there is
I'm
or
not. You
but
know, I don't know if there's evidence that proved otherwise. Have you heard anything differently, Angel? I don't know.
I haven't. I mean, I read some of the headlines and stuff, but
Right.
I wasn't into him.
Yeah. Me neither. I only
Yeah,
see what I
like,
see, and that's
For
it.
me
You know.
personally, he's gonna get what legally he can get charged with, and it's up to the jury to decide.
Yeah.
In my mind, he'd never be my friend.
Well, yeah, of course, yeah.
well, he's gonna
Yeah.
get charged with beating that chick up. That's for sure.
Well, that's not going away. I mean, there's
That's
pretty
not
much
going
there's
away.
evidence about that, 100%.
I
Yeah.
think he blew somebody's car up. So I
Well,
think
that's the thing. It says the June 24th court doc dropping those charges against Diddy, attempted kidnapping, arson, and aiding trafficking, really shifts the narrative. So apparently they dropped all those major charges against him.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
the arson would be him blowing up the car.
his car.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then they said that he shook the woman, he held the woman out the window.
Yeah.
Right.
But-
Yeah. They're not talking about that though. I don't
But
know.
at the end of the
Yeah.
day, they didn't start with an attempted murder charge. That was
Right.
just revealed. So
Yes.
it's like they can't charge him for that. You can't
Of
just
course.
lump that
Of
in
course.
there.
Yeah.
So he's probably going to get off on some technical.
Remember when they hung Vanilla Ice out the window?
Yeah.
That was Suge Knight, right?
Yeah, it was Suge Knight.
They hung his ass off the 14th floor and said, "Hey."
I think Suge Knight threw his ass under the bus too.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, Suge Knight absolutely did. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
he was
he's
like-
testifying
killed-
against him. He's not testifying, but he's definitely speaking out
Right.
against him
Now
at
that
this
he's
point.
saying
Yeah,
that Diddy had something to do with Tupac's death.
you know what?
All kinds of stuff.
I don't know, man. Yeah, I mean,
Well, that's what Suge Knight's saying.
what are you gonna say? I mean, more than likely, you know what I mean?
Likely, but Suge Knight's got no one else to blame except somebody else that's under the gun.
Right,
You know what I
right,
mean?
and
You
he
get
ain't
him
getting
all
out of
over it.
jail anytime soon. So I mean, what's the benefit for
Yeah,
him?
he gets no,
You know?
no win.
It ain't like he's gonna get a reduced sentence. You know,
No,
the guy's
he's getting
in
nothing.
prison for murder.
He's getting
You know?
nothing.
At the end of the day, so yeah, what's the benefit for him? Maybe he gets an extra dessert at the end of the.
Diddy probably does 10 years,
You think he's gonna do 10 years?
if that.
I don't. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I really feel in my heart, Mike, that I don't think he's gonna do any time. I think
Well,
he's
that's
gonna get
completely
off.
fair
He'll
because
get
he's
time
already
served,
he'll
you
get
think?
time
Yeah.
served maybe,
Yep.
and if only the charge of him whipping her ass sticks,
Right.
then he will
Yeah.
get no time.
Yeah. It's
He
gonna be
won't get
time
time.
served.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be done.
I think he's going to get off scot free at this point, and he's going to have that little bit of a tarnish on his record. And at the end of the day, he's going to go back to his lifestyle, start making music again, and start making billions of dollars. And
I don't know.
here goes the circle of life. That's what I think is going to happen.
The only thing I think he'll do is color his hair.
Well, he needs to because he's great. He's gray as a motherfucker right now. He needs to. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think he'll go back. For
I
him
don't
to go
think-
back in the limelight
I
like
don't think
that,
he will.
I think he'll just
I
go
think
away.
Yeah, you think so? Like Kevin
He's a
Spacey, he's
go
going to
away
go away
type
like
of
Kevin
motherfucker.
Yeah, I
Spacey.
think
Yeah.
he's gonna have to.
Yeah.
Well,
because
Kevin Spacey's back for the record.
I know. I heard that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I heard that.
that's
It took
Yeah.
some time. Yeah,
think
I heard
he's
that.
gonna have to go
Yeah.
away until people kind of like it's not fresh. All his like.
But he's
baby
got
oil
followers, though.
activity.
That's the thing. I mean, you and I
Well,
say
so
that.
did Manson and so did Bundy, but it doesn't mean that he should start like kicking
Right.
the record and
Yeah, and
talking
just getting
about
it
all
done
this
again,
shit,
yeah,
you know what I
He
mean?
definitely shouldn't be talking about anything on music.
Right.
No,
That's what I'm
absolutely,
saying,
absolutely,
like-
yeah.
He's this, well, he'll be producing.
Do you
and
think
all
he's
that
gonna have a
stuff.
big party at his house though? When if he gets off
It'll
if he
be a
gets off
Diddy
on the
party.
charges,
You
you
know
think
who's
he's
gonna
gonna
be
have a
there?
big Diddy party?
Leo's gonna be the number
Leo's
one
gonna
guy
be there, and they're gonna be celebrating bottles of baby oil. They're gonna spray it all over the place.
Donnie T will be
Beating
there.
bitches down on the ground and shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
Donnie T's gonna be there. Yeah,
Oh,
maybe
my
Ronnie D. Maybe Ronnie D. He might be there. Yeah,
Is
maybe
Harvey
Ronnie D.
Weinstein still alive?
Einstein? No, I think he
Harvey
died. He died
Weinstein.
100 years ago.
Harvey
Oh no, Harvey
Weinstein?
Weinstein? No, I think he's still alive. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. He's been trying to get out of prison, from what I understand.
They'll
Like, he's
probably
trying-
let him out for the party.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, come on now.
How could you not?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Is Bill Cosby alive?
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to the party.
Nice.
Hey, the
Nice.
Jello pudding pops. Yeah, I'm bringing over the vanilla pops. Hey, you son of a bitch. We got a scumbag alert in the news, everybody. We got a scumbag alert. Here we go. So I don't know about you guys, but these scumbag stories are just, they're either hilarious or they're just the most disturbing things I've ever seen in my life. And this one, it's absolutely disturbing. Man injected mother with meth before beating her to death and stuffing her body in a trash can,
Where do you
is
find
what the
this
police
shit?
say. You know what? Sometimes you got to do deep dives, Angel. Sometimes you got to do deep
Where's
dives.
this at?
Louisiana.
Oh,
God, that
your
makes
neck of the
sense.
woods.
A
Oh.
Louisiana man was charged with murdering his own mother
Oh my
after
God.
police said he confessed to injecting her with methamphetamine and beating her to death. Aaron Lloyd was booked in the St. Landry Parish.
Yeah, I
Wow.
know where that's at.
Do you know where that is?
Yeah.
All right.
That's
After
West
authorities
Louisiana.
with the Opelousas Police
Yep.
Department
Opelousas.
questioned him about the death of his mother, 65-year-old Lisa Lloyd. According to the police, neighbors on the Park Circle in Opelousas found Lisa's body in a trash can on Sunday and reported it to authorities. In a Facebook post announcing the arrest, police also said a male subject had admitted to killing his mother and placing her body in a trash can at that location.
Well,
What
damn.
the fuck, man?
That's. I wish everybody could see his face. He's had a rough life.
You
Do you
never
think
know
he
how-
has? Yeah.
I mean,
I think
he's
it's.
from Louisiana, he's
I
probably on
think this
disability.
cocksucker's mom has taken care of him his whole life,
Well, that's what I'm
and
saying.
she denied him access to probably her debit card, or denied him access to her whatever bit of money or goods that she had, and he flipped out, and he used his own meth because he's a meth addict, and injected her with it to try to kill her. And then when she didn't die, he probably stuffed her in a trash can and beat her to death.
Why would
What
an
a
addict give up his
scumbag.
own-
I would love to agree with you, but I never met a meth head that shared his.
I
meth
was
with
gonna
anyone.
say that's what I was
So, you
thinking.
probably-
Yeah, you know what? You might be right about that. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, Mike, you're
they
so
might have
insightful,
been- they might have
man.
been fighting
You're
over it.
so goddamn insightful,
They
man.
might have
You
been
really
fighting
are.
over the meth.
Yeah,
Yes.
they might have been
And then he
fighting
was
over
like,
the meth.
Oh,
I'll
that's
show you.
yes.
Got her.
She
Yeah.
might have took it herself.
Do you think she stuck that needle in her jugular vein and shoved it into her neck like I said I was going to do the other day?
Yeah, she probably.
Oh,
you don't
nice,
know. I mean,
nice. Yes.
we can trust the guy's testimony that
Right.
said he killed his mom and beat the shit out of her.
Yes.
I mean, we're just it's hypothetical.
well, it's all
Spinning this
alleged.
out.
It's all alleged.
It's all alleged.
It's all
right?
allegedly speaking. Yes.
But you know, who's to say she didn't do it herself and say,
Right.
you know, I'm done with you.
So you think
I'm
she?
taking my
All right.
last ride. And,
All right. So all right, hang
and
on.
he's like, I can't believe you took our last.
So you
hit,"
think
and-
she took the needle and
Yeah.
injected herself with crystal meth, then beat herself in the head,
No,
and then
he
stuck
beat her
her
in the head
back. She
afterwards.
stuck her body in a garbage can.
No, he beat her after she took.
Oh,
the
because she
ride.
took the crystal
She
meth.
took the last
Yeah,
of the
she
meth.
took
Oh,
the last hit.
okay. I
She
got
took it and was like, this is
Alright.
my money, son.
Yeah,
Yeah.
My disability.
yeah, mother effer.
And
Yeah.
then he just freaked out.
She
And then
said,
he
"I'm
freaked
gonna-
and went
I'm-
crazy.
Yeah, like maybe she was the bank, and she said, you know, what, I'm
Right.
done with this. I'm gonna help you out.
I
So
paid
I'm
for
gonna
this
go
meth.
ahead and I'm gonna like
My meth. I always
Yeah.
get the last hit.
the
When
train.
Yes.
The train ride's ending right now.
She said, "I'm
taking the
going out
last
like
hit."
Leanne Rhymes. My teeth are falling out,
Yep.
and I'm
I'm
doing this
done.
meth." Right, Mike? That's what she said.
I'm.
She's like, I'm very itchy right now. I'm gonna
Yeah.
scratch my face. My teeth are falling out. I'm going out
Yeah.
like Leanne Rhymes. But in the meantime,
Yeah.
I'm taking that meth.
Yeah, and then he was like, I can't believe you did that.
Yes.
Wake up. I need your, you know,
I need your
money card
syringe.
because I need
I need your
Yeah.
EBT card because the guy's down the street waiting for me right now. I'm
Yeah.
going to trade him $50 in EBT for $25
However
in
that
cash.
stuff works, you know.
Yes.
I've never done that stuff, but I'm just thinking that maybe
You've
she
never
was like,
traded EBT for money?
No.
Really?
50% on the dollar,
Yeah, that's it.
Well,
or
Yeah.
50 cents on the dollar, whatever you want to call it.
That's
I've
it.
never dusted
Yeah, so-
either. You know, you guys pick on me for that too.
You need to do more dusting next time.
Yeah. Angel, I got to tell you, you lived a very
I've
sheltered
never
life.
huffed or
You lived
dusted.
an extremely
dusted.
sheltered life, and I don't know,
Well, sorry, gives you a lot to make fun of me for, but you know,
If I don't see gold paint on your face next time, it's gonna be.
Yes, no, you're right, man. You're 100% right. Thank you, Mike.
I'm gonna
Thank you.
come in here with gold paint on my face.
Yes, you are. Absolutely.
C3PO.
C3PO, yes. What was her name in Spaceballs? Remember?
Oh, God,
I
the
can't
British
remember. It was Joan
Spaceballs.
Rivers. She did the
Yeah.
voice
Oh
of
my
the
God.
robot. Remember that? I can't remember the
I
name though.
saw it.
Yeah, it was Joan Rivers for sure. 100% Joan Rivers. Yeah.
Too bad Mel Brooks is gonna be dead before the second.
Yeah,
movie.
I think so. He's never gonna make it,
He's
man.
98, bro.
He's 98, man, and he doesn't look that good.
No, he
Yeah.
didn't look that good in '78. but-
No, not at all. So it's not a good time to be an illegal immigrant right now.
No, apparently not.
Or
Apparently not.
any immigrant.
Or any.
In
Yeah.
waiting.
Or any
Immigrant
immigrant,
in
apparently.
waiting
How about
with
being
your-
an American and getting raped on taxes? Is that okay?
Oh,
That's
no.
fine.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, Mike.
No, that's not
I
okay
mean-
either. I agree with Mike.
Did you-
I don't like to have my taxes jacked up for.
Yeah, but
everybody
Angel, at the end
else.
of the day, that's perfectly fine. So you have to understand where
Because
we
Eric
live.
says so.
Yeah, no, well, I mean that's where we live. So I mean
That's where we live.
that's perfectly fine. That's proposed. It passes. It's done, and we have to just sit here as Americans and eat that at the end of the
Only
day.
because nobody shows up to vote against it.
Possibly, but at the end of the day, I mean it's perfectly fine though. So we have to accept
I
that.
think
But
it's like the shit stack sandwich. You know what I mean?
the lasagna,
they
the shit
just-
lasagna, the shit lasagna
They've
with
just
the
been going up with the taxes since
Shit.
1910.
toilet
It's
paper,
the poop
shit
cruise.
toilet paper, shit toilet
They've been
paper.
stacking on
Yes.
since 1910.
Oh
dude.
my
You know
god,
what I mean?
I
You can't catch up.
love shit lasagnas. Closing arguments underway in Sean
Shazania.
Diddy Comes trial. Yeah, there it is. Now look at him. Look at it. There
Oh,
he is. Is that him?
That's him. But
Really?
that's not recent.
Not-
Oh, I was gonna say
No.
because he looks pretty healthy in that picture right there. You know,
Yeah,
son of a
that's when-
bitch.
That's when he was pulling baby oil.
Right. Yeah.
He's so baby oil.
Yes.
fresh.
Yes. He's very baby oil fresh. Very much.
His face is smooth as a baby's body.
Look at that. And apparently his asshole's not, apparently, from what we understand. Let's move on to this. Ron DeSantis is showing off in alligator Alcatraz. Have you guys heard about this?
Oh Jesus.
Have you heard about this?
Only in
Yeah.
Florida.
For illegal migrants. And so he was on Fox News this morning
Oh, good lord.
talking about this.
It's a great idea.
So what he's doing, you think so? So you know what I'm talking about, Mike?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
But if he's building an island in the middle of the water and
Right.
saying we're not even going to put locks or anything,
Oh, good.
and we're just going to surround this bitch with gators.
Dude,
You guys want to get out? Go for it.
you hit the nail on the head, man.
I mean,
Is that
So
what he's doing?
in the Everglades in Florida, he's building a community right now to lock up the illegal immigrants and migrants that don't have papers to be here. And if they choose to escape, they can, but you run the risk of being eaten by alligators. Here's a little bit of audio from this morning on Fox News. Alligator Alcatraz, Mike. Look at his dumbass face on this thing. I
I
can't
hate his
stand this
face.
guy. It's true. They have to process those motherfuckers. Very nice. Nice. Absolutely. Yeah.
of course he has.
Of course. Yes. We do. We do. They're very normal criminals. And look at that lady from Fox News. She loves it. She can't get enough of it. It's hilarious. It is absolutely hilarious. Like the different news outlets
Yeah.
and how one pits the other one, and
Yeah.
one says this, the other says that. It's so goddamn funny. But yeah, so apparently he's building like a basically a prison in the middle of the Everglades right now.
Which is a great idea.
And I mean, you escape if you like, but
Go
there's
for
going to be pythons, there's going to be
Oh, yeah,
alligators,
pythons.
there's going to be giant spiders probably.
It's a great food source, though.
Great food source, yeah.
Have you ever had, you've had gator
I
bites.
love gator tail. Yeah,
Right,
it's
so-
absolutely delicious. I love it. Everything about it.
You
Yeah.
know,
And you have to make some sort of a remoulade, though. That's the thing about gator tail. You have to
Yeah.
make a remoulade. Mike, correct me if I'm wrong,
You have to.
but you have to have like a little mayonnaise and ketchup, maybe with some capers blended together, a little bit of lemon juice on the side, and some parsley for color. Yeah,
you gotta,
I think that's and salt and pepper, of course. You can't
Yeah.
forget that.
and you gotta like brine it.
Well, yeah, you gotta
first.
tenderize it
gotta
a little bit. Yeah.
Tenderize it in some salt.
No, of course you have to.
Make sure you get the gamey out.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's very chewy. You gotta
Yeah.
like.
It is chewy. Yeah,
Buttermilk,
yeah. You should
Buttermilk,
probably
that's
yeah,
the one.
buttermilk.
Buttermilk,
That'll break
Then a
the
little
fibers
cornmeal,
down.
and then just use a little bit of lemon on it. That's good enough for me.
What the hell are we talking about right now? We
Well,
were talking.
I do want to know one thing about this.
Yeah, what's that, man?
illegal place? That,
Yeah.
So
Oh,
this,
no, it's
supposed
it's legal.
No. So they're building this place for illegals, right?
Yes. Yes.
Are any illegals going to be building the place? Boom.
Oh, you think they got the Mexicans
Oh.
building the jail cells
Now
right
it's-
now?
Or they
No,
deport
it's
them?
free,
Free?
labor. That's wrong.
Oh my God! You think that's really happening right now?
Oh man, did you see that guy's face?
And what was that place?
Which guy's
called?
face? Which one?
DeSantis.
Oh yeah,
He
DeSantis.
was so
Yeah.
happy about that.
Absolutely.
Something's wrong.
Yeah, no, he loved it, man. He did. He loved everything about it, man. He is something, man. That guy, he drives me crazy, man. But yes, you're 100% right. Yeah.
I
So you think they've got the illegals building the actual prison?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right.
course
That
I
makes
do.
sense. Yeah.
What do
That
you
makes
think, Angel? You think they
I'm
got,
wondering what they use that place for in the middle of the Everglades that's been sitting there back in the day. Was
it
that
was like a
where the-
landing strip. I think it was probably an army base or something.
Was it?
Or
Or was
national
Do you
that
think it was an army
Guard.
base? Yeah.
National Guard.
Could
or
be.
Maybe just an airport.
drug running?
Go ahead.
Drug running?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, government probably didn't build it.
Here's the Mexican song right now when they're building the prison.
Carry me
You know,
swing low.
Sweet chariot. That's Johnny Cash, by the way.
Johnny.
swing low.
Oh, swing low.
We're gonna let Johnny Cash take you guys out to break right now. We're gonna go take a few minutes to ourselves and collect ourselves. Hopefully, you guys enjoy a little Johnny Cash, a little "Swing Low, Sweet Chariot." Not necessarily a slave song, but it could be considered as such. Enjoy. We we will see you, motherfuckers, on the other side. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Now, maybe 16 minutes. I don't know. Yeah, something like that.
Swing low, sweet chariot.
I had a song. Mike, what's the name of the song you had?
Honeymoon.
What's that?
Honeymoon.
Honeymoon? I deleted it by accident. Honeymoon? Oh, shoot. Oh, there it is. Just click the play button.
Oh, that's it right there.
It's not in queue. Oh, there we go. I'll do it right now.
Yeah.
I thought it was still going.
You should listen to the song, Angel. It's really
I
cool.
am. I'm just going to listen to it.
It's really cool.
Guess what, Mike?
I gotta go pee. Actually, I gotta pee.
That's how usually.
Are we on or
Help
off?
yourself. What's that?
Or Mike's on?
Well, they're off for some reason. During the break, I need to look into this and figure it out. You can still hear us, and I don't know why. Yeah. So, I just turned the microphones like off, and then I turned them down at the same time. So I'll know more a little bit later, and we'll see if maybe that works. But it's weird. It shouldn't be doing that. So there must be a different setting maybe that I have to do.
flute.
These guys are fucking Australia.
Wow.
They see black, right?
Yeah. I like it.
Are you going on vacation again?
Well, my mom's gonna pick up my daughter. Right her to the war.
Oh, nice.
So I don't have to ask her.
So you got a week off,
Basically,
or week, yeah.
Nice.
Very nice.
so I went off. So.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, you get to relax.
Well, just said that typically shortstop wander for the
Yeah, how long did
found
you get?
guilty.
Hello, how long do you get?
He says that he received a 2-year suspended sentence.
That's it.
And so that's that from 2 to 4 months.
2 years suspended sentence, which means he served
He's
time
out.
served already.
He's out. Yeah, he's out.
Says Franklin was arrested after being accused of having a 4-month relationship with a girl who was 14 at the time and of transferring the child to her mother to consent to the relation.
Kidding.
I think it was
Yeah, that's what they're trying to
Yeah.
get there. Also in the Dominican Republic, right? They're in either DR or
Huh?
Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
So they're not going to stick right in here.
No kidding. Are you guys ready?
I understand that. I don't understand that.
All of it. See if I see.
Hmm?
I'll understand it. I'll read it.
Okay.
I'm curious now.
Yeah.
Mics are going on right now. 1, 2, 3. Welcome back, everybody.
Back.
This is the Gorilla Radio Network with our flagship show, Live with Mike and Eric featuring Angel. Hopefully you enjoyed the bit of a commercial break with some wonderful music that we have playing for you. It's still playing in the background. And because that's how we roll. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
We like to have a little bit of music playing in the background while we talk. I don't really know if that's the case, but it sounds good, right? I'm gonna turn this shit off right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
There we
can
go.
talk with this music in the background.
All right. Want me to keep it
Just
playing?
breathe
What do you think?
deep. Inhale.
That's not enough energy for me. I'm turning that shit off. All right, let's keep moving, you guys. Yeah, I'm turning it off. That's way too mellow for me. I've
That was
never
right in
liked.
the middle of the song.
What's that?
That was like the lull.
Yeah, that was like the lull. Yeah, like
That was a nap portion.
That was the Pink Floyd version.
I was just gonna bring up Pink Floyd because like I've never been a fan of Pink Floyd. It just doesn't have
really?
enough energy for me. Do you like Pink Floyd, Angel?
At times.
At times, yeah.
Mhm.
What's your favorite Pink Floyd song?
Oh, jeez.
Oh man, this is a very, very crucial moment in our friendship.
It better work.
Huge Pink Floyd.
Yeah, it
fan.
better work. I know you are. Yeah,
He's
I know
not.
you are. I'm
Not
not.
that I
I
am.
can't stand Pink Floyd. Yeah.
Is there a brick in the wall?
Well, all in all.
that's a good song.
Yeah.
Brick in the Wall.
Very mainstream. Very
I am
mainstream.
Shine on You, Crazy Diamond.
Okay.
Oh,
Which is
All
an
right.
amazing
Yeah.
song.
That's a
Yeah.
good one too. I mean,
I know all the songs. I just can't get down with them, man. You know what I mean?
Well,
I know
yeah, I get it,
the
man.
song.
you
Yeah,
have
it's
to be
just
in a
not.
mood. You have to be in a mood.
Yo, check it out. I got two stories for sports. You want to hear them?
Oh, you know what? I love stories with sports. Do we have? Is it like breaking news or is it just kind of
One
like
is
just
breaking news from 21 minutes ago,
21 minutes ago?
and the other one is just an awesome parody.
Let's do it, man.
Sweet.
All right,
Let's
so
do it.
we'll go with the first one.
All right,
and
cool,
The first
cool.
one is Cooper Flag last night.
Yes.
In the NBA draft.
I heard.
Gets
Yeah.
drafted number 1.
Yes.
Sweet.
Right.
The Mavs got him right.
The
If I'm not
Mavs got him.
mistaken.
Yes, the Mavs got
Yeah.
him. So the last white guy to get drafted number 1 in the NBA,
Oh my God.
1977, dude.
Larry Bird.
Really?
Nope.
No.
Cool.
Kent Benson. Never heard of him.
Never heard of that guy.
Maybe that's why they never did it again.
Really? Yeah, you might be right. Yeah.
Man, it
No
wasn't
kidding.
Larry. Remember Larry Magic came out in the same
I
draft?
do.
think?
Yeah, I
think
do.
Larry
Yeah.
like
It was
two
right
or
around
three.
that same time frame, though, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
No kidding.
Then
Well, what's the
Wander
other-
Franco in the news.
Wander Franco.
Wander
Oh my
Rigby
God!
Franco.
I wonder
Wonder.
what this
wonder.
perverted son of a bitch did this time.
Oh,
Wander
man.
Franco.
So-
Talk to me, Goose.
So
Let's
he got obviously he got convicted.
Well, yeah, I would imagine so.
So
Yeah.
he got
Of course.
convicted of what?
Sexual trafficking.
abuse. It was sexual abuse.
Abuse.
Is what
Okay,
they
so it
ended
wasn't
up-
trafficking. It was
So it was trafficking. It
abuse.
ended up
Yeah.
being abuse.
So they beat the
overall.
charges down a little bit. Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah, he
he
had some good
received a
attorneys.
2-year suspended sentence, which in theory means no time.
Mm.
So I think he's out. Like they probably letting him out.
So he got a suspended sentence for all the shit that he did,
Yep.
and he's out in the streets right now in the Dominican Republic. I would assume, though, right?
Oh.
In the Dominican Republic,
Yeah.
yes.
Is he allowed entrance back into the states or no?
I'm not sure yet. You know what?
They haven't gotten that far
They
yet.
haven't gotten that
Yeah.
far yet.
Yeah.
No.
So we're gonna see.
Yeah. Well, here's the question.
What's the
Victim
question?
was 14
I love
years
questions.
old, right?
Yes.
And her mother accepted payment from him to continue this relationship. So basically
Right.
exploited her daughter.
Sure, of course. Yeah.
So I don't know what the culture is over there, if that's acceptable.
I would
or
assume
age
it's
of
probably
consent.
not. You know, I would imagine not, right? I don't know. Yeah.
Is that a player we want to keep on our roster?
Oh no, of course not. Of
You would
course
have to
not.
apply for a new U.S. visa in order to be back.
In order to come back.
In order to come back, or even have a conversation
Would
with the
he?
Rays.
And so he's
Yeah.
probably going to get
Okay.
denied a visa, I would think,
I
at that
would
point.
think.
You know what I mean?
Because I don't care how good he is, but I would not like to see that.
Right. I say we lock this son of a
Personally.
bitch up in Alligator Alcatraz and
Yeah.
and see if,
Oh,
and you
man.
know what? And if you can get out, Wander, I wonder if you can get out. And if you can,
We'll throw
then
him
you,
on the baseball
you,
team.
can, you can come back to Rays. If
If he gets out, we'll just forget about it.
right.
We'll just forget about it. You'll be like the Mockingjay hero.
Absolutely. If you wander
You know what
around
I mean?
the Everglades, see what I did there? If
Yeah.
you wander around the Everglades and don't get your legs bitten off by alligators,
Yeah.
then you can come back to Rays. Let's roll the dice.
He's
with
pretty
this.
athletic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but have you seen an alligator move though, man? Those things.
They're
get-
35 miles an hour.
I can fight a bear all day long. I would never take an alligator on
No,
that.
they can
I'm
What
gonna
run
tell
about
you that.
Python?
No, I wouldn't F with the python, man. I think
Well, they're
they're.
in the Everglades too, next to the
Right.
side.
I know they are. Yeah,
They're
I know.
right
I wouldn't
there,
F with the python, but I don't think there's any bears in the Everglades. Which for me, that's a good thing because I want to go to the mountains next month
You don't
or
want to hurt any
next
bears
week.
either, you know.
Yeah, but I'll fight a bear if
Bigfoot's
it comes
in
in the house.
Everglades, though.
Oh my god, I can't wait though. You're right. One of the things I want to do on vacation next
Look
next
for
week,
Bigfoot.
I'm gonna go to the Bigfoot
Museum?
Museum. I can't wait.
Ooh,
I
wow.
pass them every time because we go up there every year,
Yeah.
and I
you gotta
pass these
stop.
every time, and I'm like, man, I really want to go to that museum.
Yeah.
So I wanted to drive the tanks, but it's too goddamn expensive. So
Right.
in lieu of that, I'm gonna go to the Bigfoot Museum and maybe buy some
I got a
like
question for you.
yeah, man. What's up?
Are you going to get a hairy back T-shirt?
Oh, of course
that'd
I
be
am.
Like a T-shirt with
great.
a hairy back. on it?
Absolutely, of course
Oh
I
my
am.
God.
Yeah, of course.
I'm
Yeah.
jealous.
I might even buy like a wooden hand whittled statue
Oh,
of a
nice.
Sasquatch and put that in front of my house and say welcome.
I have
you know?
a Bigfoot in my
Nice.
plant, and he's making the peace sign.
Yeah, see
He's
that?
green.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
I
Bigfoot's
love-
not green.
Well, the one I
Yeah,
got for
he's green.
outside.
Oh, he's green. So he's a rookie.
Yeah,
He's a rookie. He's,
Yeti-
he's,
Yeti's
he's a
green.
he's a Bigfoot in training.
Yeti's
I did-
green.
I didn't want him to be seen next to
He's
the
a Yeti?
green.
Yeti's green.
So he's
Yeah, he's green.
and he keeps he keeps your ice cold for 12 hours, from what I understand.
That's what they
Not
say.
Very
really.
expensive. Very expensive.
I did
Yeah.
buy one.
Stickers don't come off.
You remember Gypsy Rose?
Yeah.
You remember that? What a crazy story Gypsy Rose was, right?
Her boyfriend killed her mother for her.
Oh my God! What?
Oh,
a,
yeah.
How do
yeah,
I
you
know
remember
this stuff,
that?
Eric?
Yeah. Well, so do I.
I
mean,
broke my leg. I was on the couch for a year.
well, I didn't
Watched
break my
Netflix.
leg, and I know all this stuff. Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
crazy. But apparently, she's completely blaming the ex-boyfriend, 100%, on
Oh.
the disruptive behavior that caused her mother's death. She's taking zero responsibility for it whatsoever.
No.
I have
That's
taken
shocking.
accountability as now I take my life back. When I accepted my sentence, I accepted the weight of my choices. I served my time.
Right.
That was my accountability, and I've carried it for years. I don't owe the past anything anymore. Blanchard, who's now 33 years old,
Oh, wow.
33,
Damn.
Gypsy, she's 33,
Yeah.
wrote via Instagram on Wednesday, as for Nichols, I don't know how the hell to say this weirdo's last name.
Boyfriend?
Yes. Yes, he is a deeply disturbed man, but he also knew the difference between right and wrong.
Where
so
she
Gypsy,
didn't.
oh, she didn't. No,
No,
she didn't.
She didn't.
And I get it. I mean, like the mom kind of kept her down and put her in a wheelchair, and
Munchausen by
Munchausen,
proxy.
Munchausen by proxy, absolutely. And I totally get it. I mean, the girl's
Yeah.
deeply disturbed,
Yeah.
but when push came to shove, she knew exactly what the hell she was doing. You know what I mean? I think she
it's
did.
complicated.
Is it?
It is.
I don't know. There's right and there's wrong. I don't know. I'm pretty black and white though. I don't have room
Yeah,
for
like-
gray area.
When
You
you,
think she's a vampire?
Oh, well, that depends, Mike. Are you talking about like a vampire from like Interview with a Vampire, or are you talking about like vampire from
great
Twilight,
movie.
where they just kind of sparkle in the sunlight?
Yeah. Interview with a Vampire.
Interview with a
great
Vampire.
What a dumbass movie Twilight was, by the way.
Listen, if it wasn't for you, As my friend, I would have never seen it. So you introduced
Dude,
me.
it wasn't me, man.
That
And you
chick
know,
was-
you know it wasn't me.
That
You're
chick was psycho.
blushing,
with
You
that
know,
shit.
no, you know it
She
wasn't
was
me.
psycho with that
You
shit.
know
dude.
100% it
It was
wasn't me.
every
You
day.
were blushing, Eric.
It was every day.
No, it wasn't
Every day.
Angel. It wasn't me.
It wasn't even him.
It wasn't me. We would walk in to our house, right?
It'd be like what, midnight?
It didn't matter what
No matter
goddamn
what
time it was.
It was on repeat.
Nonstop. It was
Crazy.
on loop. And this girl that I was dating at the time, she just
Oh.
I mean, it was the only and we had at that
We
time
had cable.
we had cable, we had like
That was-
150 channels,
We
and
had free porn.
we had free porn, we had all that
We had
stuff.
free
Yeah,
porn.
that we did. That's
Porn
right.
is never
Yes, you're
free.
right.
And she couldn't. We had to watch Twilight.
And
I was
every
like, this
time
is
we'd come
horrible.
home, we had to watch that stupid Twilight movie. Yes.
Man,
God, it was the worst,
it
man.
was so bad.
It was the absolute worst.
Oh my God.
Angel, when I tell you
I didn't
every
even watch
single
it.
night, I can tell you the entire story behind it.
That's why he's blushing.
Let's just say we broke up before the second chapter of Twilight came out, and I've never seen the second or the third or the fourth or the fifth
Nor
one.
have I.
But I've
Nor
seen the
have I.
first one 175 freaking times, and I can tell you everything about it. Yeah,
Well, I will tell you that I think it's the interview with the vampire type vampire.
yeah, I hope so. Yeah,
So I think
Yeah.
probably around, when she probably got bit. you
Right.
know what I mean?
Yeah, oh, she got bit?
Well,
She
Yeah.
got bit. So
Well.
she's just go around.
right.
She's gonna live forever.
I mean, how old was he when he killed her mother?
You talking about Edward from Twilight?
No, I'm talking about Gypsy Rose.
Or are you talking about Jacob? Are you Team Jacob or Team Edward?
Oh my God.
Oh my God, I'm Team Jacob.
I
Oh my
know.
God.
He's so hot. Oh my God, look at him. Look at his
Talking about
abs.
Twilight's giving me anxiety. That's how bad it is.
I'm
Oh
in
my
the Twilight right now.
Yeah, I think you are. Yeah. There's something really bad going on right now, and I can't help
Let's
you,
change
Angel.
the
I
subject.
apologize. Yes.
Oh my God.
Let's just get out of that because the longer we talk about Gypsy Rose, the more vampire topics gonna come up. What would you rather be though, a vampire or a werewolf? In all reality though,
I
what
think
would you
vampire's the
you
answer.
think so? Yeah.
Yeah.
'cause I mean,
You think so, vampire? Yeah.
Who wants to be that hairy?
Yeah, that's true. And it looks like it hurts when they convert from like the
Yeah.
person to the vampire. It looks like it's really painful.
Have you ever watched that show where they're vampires and they have the one vampire that's the emotional vampire and he sucks the life out of people?
Oh, you're talking about
Come
on FX.
Yes.
Ah, God, what's
And
the name
there's
of that show, Mike?
Naja.
You know what
I know
we're
what you're
talking about.
I can't remember it. Is it the ghosts?
No.
No. It's on FX. Look it
And
up. I
there's
can't remember the name of
Naja,
it. But
and
when you
there's
say it, I'll
Valiant.
remember it though.
Oh,
Yeah.
trying to think of it.
I've never seen it, but I know the show you're talking
It's
about though.
really funny.
I've never
If
seen
you
it.
want to watch
Yeah.
a funny vampire show,
Yeah.
you've got to watch that
in
one.
the shadows. What we do in the shadows. Yeah. What we do in the shadows.
I
Yeah.
haven't
Yeah.
seen it.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
What we do in the shadows. I've never seen it either, but
Hysterical.
I knew that's what she was talking about. I've never seen it.
I'm telling you guys.
I
you'd
heard
like
it's
it.
hilarious. I heard it's really funny.
Hilarious.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah.
I would watch it, but I have that Twilight anxiety. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
No,
I don't blame you,
This
man.
is
Yeah.
nothing like that.
Yeah,
There's
I
no
don't blame you.
romantic comedy in there.
I
It
mean,
is hysterical.
it's
Yeah.
a diagnosed disease.
Vampirism or Twilightism?
Twilight
Twilight is-
anxiety.
It is.
Twilight
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
and they prescribe medication for
Oh,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I got one in the car. I didn't know we were going to talk about
No,
Can
this
you go
is-
get me some because I forgot mine at home
it.
because I didn't think I was going to talk about it either. Unfortunately, here we are now.
No, this
God, what a fucked up movie that
Oh
was,
my
man.
God.
Jesus Christ, every goddamn
you
night.
guys are under.
Every
you guys are
goddamn night,
vexed.
Angel.
You guys are vexed by it. You know what that means?
I don't know what that means.
You're under a spell by it. You're
Oh.
vexed. You watched it and now you can't get away from it.
No, it's terrible.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
have
shoot
to-
that guy every time he's in a movie.
Look at
One of
that.
those guys.
Yeah.
I just change it.
See?
Yeah,
It's
for
like,
sure.
I
Yeah.
can't deal with this guy.
You guys gotta watch What We Do in the Shadows because it's raunchy.
Is it going to erase
It's
everything
raunchy.
we're
It's
talking
gonna
about?
erase it.
Is it?
It's gonna change your whole look of
All
vampires.
right, we'll see about that.
I don't know.
We'll see about that. People are still pickpocketing. You believe that? In
Yes.
this day and age, people are
Yes.
still pickpocketing.
I believe it.
Yeah,
I mean,
what do you really get though? I mean,
And what are you going to get? I mean, there's no money in people's wallets. I mean, you might. Oh, by the way, yeah, there might be some money in people's wallets, but
it's not a lot.
it's not a
They
lot.
take
I mean,
your credit
it's
card.
debit cards, it's credit cards. You know what I mean? But
They take your $32 tube of lipstick.
I don't have one of those.
I know people that do.
Do you have one of those? Do you really?
Well, it lasts
$32.
longer.
Is that what you tell your husband? So you
I
can purchase
do.
it?
'Cause he
It lasts.
knows.
It lasts longer.
It does.
It lasts longer than the $12 tube of
Yeah,
lipstick.
it
How
doesn't
so?
melt.
It's at a higher
It won't-
concentration of pig ass. in
That's
it.
right. That's right. It lasts longer. So I always
Right.
tell the young girls, save your money, buy the better makeup because it will last longer.
So
it
what's the
doesn't
better
damage your
makeup?
skin.
Maybelline?
That's not bad, but If you want to keep it for 2 years,
It's Maybelline.
buy a better
Maybe it's
brand.
Maybelline.
Right. Clinique, possibly.
Yeah, I can't
Estee
wear
Lauder.
Clinique.
Estee Lauder.
They're good. I can't wear those.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're too wax.
Do you go to Ulta?
No.
No.
I order online.
Okay, that's smart. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's smart.
Three.
Yeah, I like that.
It
I like
smells
that.
too much in there. It's
Does
sensory
it?
overload for me.
Yeah.
Just like a Yankee candle. You want to put a nail in my forehead? Take
No,
me to a candle.
Well, I never really thought about doing that, but you know.
Now that you bring it up, you got to go to Bed Bath and Beyond.
No.
So apparently there's a bunch of women out there pickpocketing everybody right now, and I've got a little bit of audio to back it up.
Oh, are they like squeeze them up?
I don't know, Mike. Look at that. Sophisticated, they said. Ooh, nice. They got a whole ring going on right now. I love it.
Oh,
I love it. Home Goods.
These ladies are old.
Oh my God, they're like 115 years old.
They're the
Are
ones
you
that know
kidding
how to
me?
do it.
Those old
Wow.
bitches are tricky.
You saw how old they were, right?
They were not young.
Oh my God, they were not young in the least. Like, why are those old ladies stealing people's wallets and stuff?
Do you see this?
Well, I do. I do. I don't know where you're going with that, but
It goes
yeah.
under my arm because I know there's thieves out there.
Right.
I
Right.
mean,
They'll
yeah.
take your stuff, man.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I thought they were feeling up dudes' asses and getting
It,
lost.
it seemed like it, right? It definitely
Yeah.
seemed like
I
it.
was
Yeah.
thinking they'd be hot. I was
Yeah.
totally
It
wrong
absolutely
about that.
seemed
Yeah,
like it, yeah.
you guys gotta watch it.
Yeah, for sure.
Totally wrong about that.
Yeah, very wrong, Mike. Yeah, you effed up on that deal, man.
Well,
Yeah.
they're going to get a crate of applesauce right now.
That's for sure. Yeah, you're right about that.
Applesauce and fix it.
Right.
Go for it.
That's all they can do.
Little
That's it.
preparation.
That's it. Well, and you got it's preparation hates you. Are we going to talk about the chimpanzees' assholes falling out again?
There you go.
Because that was a great time the
Well,
other
at
day.
least that one didn't give me anxiety.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's true.
I mean, all these women that carry these fancy, expensive bags and stuff, they're called bucket bags. You know,
Right.
the big batons or the
Yes.
bicycle and stuff. I'm like, so easy to put an arm in there and
Right.
take something out.
Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah, I guess so. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I'm like, but it's your wallet.
That's the reason why I don't carry a purse.
Yeah, right.
All these years.
Yeah, all these years, go figure.
Remember, Mike, you talked to me about it. You're like, why don't you just carry a purse? And I'm
My
like, well,
husband
you know
carries
what?
a
I decided
handbag.
not to. Does he?
It
I'm
Yeah.
trying
looks
to
like
get you
a-
transition.
No, I want like an
Yeah.
over the arm bag
Yeah,
though.
it's an
Like
over the
I want like
arm.
a Louis Vuitton purse, or I want
Oh.
like maybe a Coach.
No,
You
not
know,
a fanny
Don't put a
pack.
name on it. I have a fanny pack.
I'm not the Rock, man. I can't pull that off, man.
Oh.
The Rock's a beast. I can't pull that off, man.
That's tough.
Good for him,
You know
man.
what? No
You
one-
got to be a certain person to pull off a fanny pack.
You put it on the front so it's not on your fanny. No one can take it.
So it's a tummy bag.
It's a tummy pack.
What really? That's how the Rock does it
How
too.
about a
yeah.
coochie pack?
Coochie
Let it
pack.
sag a little bit.
Excuse me, a
I
what?
do have
A
a
coochie
coochie,
pack.
a coochie pack. It's
Your
a
pack.
Moving on. White Sox fan who taunted Ketel Marte about his dead mom ban from all MLB ballparks. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, there's some shitty people. in
Dude.
Chicago, man.
I felt so bad for him, man. Like he literally broke down and cried.
That is so
The
not
fan
right.
just sits there and taunts him about his mom dying. And I don't know what he said, but apparently it was so bad that they stopped the game because he knelt down in the middle of the game and started crying on the middle of the field.
He was heckling them in like
Yeah.
left field or something.
Yeah, what did he say? Do you know?
Oh, well, no, I don't know. what he
Yeah,
said. I don't
they
think
don't-
release what he
Yeah,
said.
they don't have what he said. Yeah.
I cannot believe he didn't get the scumbag song.
Well, it's not necessarily about the person at this point. It's about it's about the my heart goes out to the player at this point.
It does.
You
But
know.
that guy that did that to him,
I
was a
know.
total scumbag.
You believe that?
Yeah, but the
it's
more
terrible.
we say his name, the more notoriety he gets. So
Well, we're not
just-
saying his
We're
name.
not
That's
saying
Exactly.
his
So
name.
if we focus
Yeah.
on the good in this,
Oh,
and
thanks.
Yeah.
the person,
Just, all right,
Yep.
in there.
the heroin in here.
Right.
Heroin. There's
We
no
have some heroin in
here.
Really?
I haven't done that either, Eric.
I haven't either, but I'll try anything once. I don't, it
Mike's
is what it is.
quiet over there.
Yeah,
but-
right. Yeah, let's get it going.
Hey, it's June 26th.
You want to snort or you want to shoot it, man? I'm in. Either way, I'm good,
I'm not
man.
trying to have a relapse.
Look at this guy on TV. Yeah, he had the mask on, man. He's inhaling it. Yeah, he doesn't give
I
a
haven't
shit.
snorted. I haven't shooted, but I have farted.
Really? Just now? We got a scumbag alert in the news. Scumbag alert. All right. That's the scumbag alert music right now. A 19-year-old Georgia man shot and killed in his sleep by a 3-year-old toddler who got a hold of his gun.
Oh.
The 3-year-old toddler is the scumbag in this story, man.
Oh,
Yes.
man. Good for
Yes.
him.
Or maybe he is.
No,
Because he left
is.
his gun
He
unlocked
left his
and
gun
she was able to
unlocked.
find it.
Yeah.
Right?
Now she has to live with it the rest
Yeah,
of her
so
life.
he was sleeping. I think she's the scumbag, though, at the end of the day. I think she had a vendetta against her dad. You know what I mean?
I think that's what that lady on Tuesday thought that those young African American children did. That's why she sprayed bear
Yeah,
mace
the
on
one
them.
that sprayed him with the bear mace?
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, so a 19-year-old Georgia man was found dead Monday morning after his
Wow.
3-year-old accidentally gained access to his gun and shot him in the back of the head while the rest of the household was asleep, the police said. Authorities in Hiram, or wherever that is, responded to the shooting in a quaint cul-de-sac neighborhood shortly after 7 p.m., according to the Paulding County Sheriff's Department. I'm not quite sure where that is. It doesn't really say. But yeah, I mean, look at this guy. He looks like a real piece of work. He's posing with an AK-47.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
deputies found Patterson with a gunshot sustained in the back of the head. They tried in vain to save his life until emergency responders arrived, but he was soon pronounced dead in the scene. And then it says blah blah blah. So and so said
I have a
that.
question.
Yeah, I love questions. Hopefully, I have answers. I don't know.
How big was that 3-year-old, and what kind of strength did they have to pull that trigger? What
Well,
kind
it
of gun
doesn't take
was
that. It doesn't take that much to
mean,
pull
depending on what
the
kind of-
trigger back. You know,
I
I
mean,
don't know.
a 3-year-old to pull a trigger on
Oh,
a gun.
yeah.
But
depending on
look
what kind of gun it
at
is.
the quality of the father at this point. You
This
think
is
for
part
a,
of Atlanta Metro.
is that what it is?
Yeah.
Do you think for a second he wasn't putting guns in his kid's hands and saying, "All right, here you go, let's,"
That's true. They
you know what
might
I
have
mean?
played with them
He's
when they
probably-
taking pictures like this.
Yeah.
His kids watching them.
Absolutely,
I
he's
know.
literally got an AK-47 gang style pointing it at the camera at that point. So, if the 3-year-old's not the scumbag in this operation, it's
Right.
definitely the dad,
It's
the
definitely
19-year-old
the dad.
father. He's
Yeah,
the scumbag
but
for
Carmen
sure.
took care of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
it's true. Yeah.
One for Carmen, zero for that.
One less asshole on the street. One less scumbag we got to worry about.
Oh,
Absolutely.
One less
100%.
Florida driver. I like
One
it.
less Florida driver. Yeah.
I like it.
Just
Fuck
like
those
that.
guys.
Done and done.
Well, the poop cruise.
The poop cruise. You guys remember Susan Powter from the 90s?
No, I don't.
The
remember.
fitness guru?
Mhm.
Susan
think
Powter.
so.
Powter was her name.
Yeah.
She had like all these television, like late night infomercials, and
Yes.
she's selling treadmills and selling all these fitness,
Fitness
things
stuff.
and whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, she had a really bad agent, right? And he
Oh.
took all of the money that she made, $50 million empire that
You're kidding.
she'd made a $50 million empire for herself, living high on the hog. And this agent took all of her money and she had to declare bankruptcy. And now Susan Powter, she drives for Uber Eats in Las Vegas.
No.
Yes.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
Susan Powter. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that happens to the best of us, right?
It was in the 90s. Yeah. She was like one of those Tony Littles or,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
like
For,
Richard Simmons.
HS and outlet.
Probably.
Home shopping.
Yeah,
sold it on
probably.
there and
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
else.
you're probably exactly right. Yeah. So Susan Powter, yeah, she's driving for Uber Eats right now, just trying to take care of her family.
That
But
is
yeah,
sad.
that's her now. She
Yeah,
doesn't
she
look
had-
like a fitness guru any longer. But
I remember her.
you remember her now?
I'm
Yeah.
from the 90s. and
Yeah.
used to work-
She's in jazzercise for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, 100% jazzercise. Yeah,
Yeah.
without a doubt. Yeah.
That's a bummer.
I know it's terrible,
Poor
right?
thing.
Yeah.
That manager, I hope she sued him when he went to jail.
Took all of her money, and then he sued her for whatever, breach of contract, whatever. Took the other half of the money that she had, and then she was forced to file bankruptcy, and she literally has nothing left to her name right now. She's delivering
Oh my
Uber Eats.
God.
Who's her manager? Bernie Madoff?
Yeah,
It might
right?
be. It might be.
Or that
Yeah.
guy that's
Yeah.
in Tampa that stole from
Oh,
the
the guy that owns
disabled
Big
people.
Storm? That guy owns
Oh, the guy from Big
Storm.
Storm. Yeah.
Yeah.
He stole from all the disabled kids. Yeah.
Disabled people's
Yeah.
children.
Big Storm. Yeah, like $100 million.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Oh, come on.
Allegedly.
I'm
Yeah.
just covering our ass.
Oh,
No, as you
allegedly.
should. Yeah, because everyone's listening right now.
We
I
have
mean,
a
the whole-
disclosure.
they're really gonna crucify us if
Full
we say the wrong thing.
disclosure, we know nothing and everything's allegedly.
Everything is alleged, and we have.
I only
nothing
play a
else to
doctor
say.
on the radio.
Well, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
It's the best show in the universe. Don't worry.
100%, man.
100%.
You remember the ratings? Did they come in today?
Oh, they came in just before we walked in.
What did they say? I didn't read them, man. I don't even look at them anymore because I know we're that good.
It's
So
just number one every week.
every week.
Every week.
Every
It's
week.
number one. I mean, We went from the planet to the solar system to the universe.
We did. No, you're right.
And
We
then to the
did.
galaxy, then
Did
the
we get to
universe.
Uranus?
100%. Yeah.
We have not gotten to Uranus yet.
We haven't gotten to Uranus.
I still want to try that Starbucks on Uranus.
Yeah, hey man, listen. As soon as Diddy gets out and bleaches his butthole,
Right.
we'll go back over. We'll cross
Do you
that.
think
I don't know why people do that. That's disgusting. I
Ask
would never
him. I'm
pay
sure he did it.
anybody
Yeah,
to
but
bleach
but
any
he's
part of my
black though. Why would you
orifices.
bleach your butthole if you're black?
You think your butthole's black?
I think his is. Mine's
Oh,
not.
no,
but
I
I
mean,
think
I've
I
his
don't
is.
never
think his
looked.
butthole is actually black.
I
The
don't,
hole itself.
I think so.
I
Probably
don't
pink
know.
and fleshy.
I don't know.
So why do you want to turn it white then?
No, bleach just means gets basically any of the hairs that you can't
What?
find. It gets them off.
What? But
it
still,
colors them and gets
there's no
everything out of them.
reason. You stay away from
That's
those
weird, man.
places.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think it
A complete
actually turns the
stranger?
skin white.
Right. I think it does.
I don't know.
When you say bleach, I think the skin's turning white.
Oh, maybe it is.
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
think the skin's turning white.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
just. I mean, I haven't. The things that people do now just freak me out.
Listen, I haven't bleached an asshole, so I don't really know.
You haven't what?
I haven't bleached an asshole yet, so I really don't know. But I was
I mean,
assuming.
You
Oh
walk
my
into a
god.
place and
I
you're
love
like,
it. I love
Hi,
it.
I'm here for a bleaching. Am I, I just don't get it. I mean, I'm not judging. People do your thing.
I'm not judging. Everyone knows.
But,
If
you
you bleach
know.
your asshole, it's gonna look just like my hair. Everyone knows I bleach my hair. I bleach my asshole. It's people from around the world call me. They're like, Donald, you have the best looking asshole I've ever seen in my
I was
life,
hoping you would
and it's
say
because
that.
it's bleached. Everyone knows it. People email me all the time. They say, Donald, my asshole is not as nice as yours. And it's not me saying this. Other people tell me this. People call me from around the world and they talk about the quality of my asshole.
Please tell me I have a beautiful asshole, Donald.
These guys don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Oh my God. Let's just do it. You ready? Let's just do it.
Let's do it. We got to go on AI on the song thing, and we got to put Trump bleaching his asshole to this background music and these lyrics.
Bleach my asshole.
And I'll love
Bleach
you.
my asshole. Kim Jong-un.
Kim Jong-un.
He's back in the news
Is
again.
he back in the
Oh,
news?
He's back in the news. This is our last tidbit before I can't take it anymore. I'm sorry. This is our last tidbit. Kim Jong-un is back in the news.
Oh no.
Bleach my asshole.
Did he bleach Did he bleach his asshole?
I don't know, man. But Kim
God, I
Jong-un
hope
is
he
back
does.
in the news, man. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has hailed the opening of a new beach resort in this country, and he called it a great success as he looks to drive tourism
To North
in a
Korea.
sealed-off nation. It says it right here.
Oh my God.
He
Let's
wants
go.
to bring tourists to a nation that doesn't allow people from the outside. What is wrong with this guy? The state says the coastal tourist site will usher a new era in its tourism industry, though there is no word on when the country will fully reopen to foreign visitors. So he's building a resort in
For
North
the-
Korea.
For the people of North Korea to
Yes.
visit while they're not working.
Yeah,
for him.
apparently, the North Korean people that are living in complete poverty,
I
they
was
have
gonna
not a
say.
dime to their name.
Now they
Yeah.
can visit the resort.
They're going to go visit the resort. The Wonsan Kalama Resort and Hotels
Guatemala.
has other accommodations for nearly 20,000 guests who can swim in the sea, play sports, and eat in the restaurants on site. That's what the media says. North Korean leader Kim toured the site and cut the inaugural tape at a lavish ceremony on Tuesday, the official Korean Central News Agency reported.
Oh,
So yeah, so if you guys like, I
They're
mean,
definitely not letting South Koreans in.
I wonder who flies there. Like, does JetBlue fly there?
I don't know.
Or-
No one is the answer to that question.
Maybe Donald Trump flies there. He
Maybe he
does like
flies there for his
Do you think he wears a
asshole
Speedo?
bleaching.
Donald Trump or
Yeah.
Kim Jong Un.
Well, both. Maybe they both wear Speedos
Oh,
with their,
for sure.
their
That's a
own
power
countries,
move.
their own countries.
Oh my God, I would hope so. I mean,
Their
if he's
flag
not wearing a
logo right on the
Speedo,
front.
yeah, I would hope he's wearing
I
one.
just had a visual. I hate
Trump
that.
would have his on the front. Kim Jong Un would have his on the back.
Absolutely, yeah,
Sure.
absolutely.
Just more class, you know.
Do you think there would be a bullseye on the front or the back of either of the two?
No, but I think it would there would be fabric vacated in a circular manner.
Outstanding. I love it.
There'd
I
be a
love it.
hole right in the
Yes,
back.
I love everything about this.
With a filter. Keep it nice.
Like a HEPA filter?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you gotta have a HEPA
You're
filter.
gonna put a HEPA filter right on top of a bleached
Oh,
asshole?
goddamn right.
That sounds like it hurt.
So it's
It's for air quality control.
So it's Speedo.
yes,
To the right of the Speedo
Yes.
is the Korean flag.
correct. Yes,
Deep down in the crevice,
in the crevice,
the
not the crack,
actual
crevice.
asshole
the
itself.
hole itself.
The hole
Yes,
itself
yes.
now has a charcoal filter on it.
Yeah, why
A
not?
HEPA filter,
A HEPA filter.
like my vacuum cleaner at home.
Yeah.
That's a HEPA filter.
But
built
does the
into it.
HEPA filter and the charcoal directly touch
No,
the bleached
no,
asshole?
no.
So is there more fabric in between that?
There has to be. I think.
I don't know.
Maybe like
I
a
think there
breather,
has to
like
be.
an
I
air
have
breather?
no idea. This
Yes.
is not a territory I'm familiar with.
Yeah, Angel, you brought this shit up.
Well, I was
We're
thinking
just.
you just put it in
You're the one that's brought this up. That's all I'm saying.
I
Maybe
was
it's like a
thinking
fart
just
magnifier.
that
Like,
it
Oh,
it's
all
something
right.
you put in the Speedo itself.
In the Speedo.
I don't know. I think it's a work in progress.
It is a work in progress, and I think this is an idea for Shark Tank.
I
Let's
think
do
it's
it.
already out
Let's
there.
talk
I've
to
seen it
Mark
on
Cuban.
Amazon.
Let's talk to Mark Cuban.
The asshole HEPA filter.
The asshole HEPA
I'm
filter.
in, man.
I've
Let's
seen
get it
them on
done.
Amazon actually.
The asshole HEPA filter?
Filters for pants. They're so that they clear the air.
No kidding. I've never heard of such
I'm
a thing.
telling you, yeah.
Bleached asshole filters.
I think Mike wants to try
The baths.
Yeah.
He's stuck
Oh,
on
the
that.
baths. Nice. That's what we're gonna call it. The baths. BAFs.
Hey, remember when the chicks from the Bone got their assholes
I do remember
Tattooed?
tattooed. I do
That's
remember that.
crazy.
Yeah, I
Who
do.
does that?
Yeah.
That's gotta hurt, right?
That's what I'm saying, man. Pranks like that is what gets people to listen. You know what I mean?
Oh, my
All right.
beautiful train
Who's
wreck.
Mike? You in?
No, I'm out on this one.
Because we're going to the tattoo. We're gonna broadcast from that tattoo festival, man. I'll tell you what, man. We'll get you done. Don't worry about it.
Oh my god.
Listen, everybody, we are done for the day, I think, because I don't think I can take any more of this craziness. And we are not going to be here next week because we are on vacation. So
Best of.
I want you guys to enjoy the next week. We'll play a couple of best ofs on Tuesday and Thursday. And in the meantime, you guys relax, enjoy yourselves, and we look forward to see you the week after that. All right, Angel, you're going on vacation too, right? You're out of
I
town.
am going out of town. I'm going
Nice.
to Almirada and then Longo Key.
Very nice.
Going to look for some sharks and barracuda. I hope they can find an octopus this time.
Nice.
And
I
just
cooked some
me and my
octopus
hubby.
at work last
I
week.
love octopus.
Do you? You got to try mine. It's really
Really?
freaking good.
Do you
Yeah.
grill it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it.
I boil it with clove, lemon juice, white vinegar, sugar, and salt and
Ooh,
pepper for
nice.
65 minutes. I take it out, I cool it, and then I throw it on the char grill. I coat it in olive oil with
Nice.
garlic. I throw it in the char grill, then I make a chimichurri sauce to put over the top of it. It's outstanding. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
65 minutes is the
You
number.
have
though.
to.
It's a number. Yeah.
'cause it's a, tough,
A rolling
it's a tough
boil.
one.
Rolling boil for 65
Yeah.
minutes. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah. Anything less than that, it's going to be chewy. Anything more than that, the tentacles are going to fall off. The
Yeah.
skin's going to come off, and you're just
It's
left with like,
nasty.
yeah. So you have to do it 60, 65 minutes tops.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's my cooking lesson for the day. So hopefully everyone that's listening enjoys that. We are going to take next week off. We cannot wait until we talk to you next.
Hey,
And you guys enjoy your week.
you enjoy Georgia, and make sure when you get in that fight with a bear,
Yeah.
have your wife film it so we can see how you kick its ass.
Don't worry about it. I got that old lady that hates the black kids. She's coming with us, and she's got her bear spray. So she's going to take care
you're
of
all
me.
set then.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
all
not worried
set.
about a thing.
I wouldn't worry about anything.
I'm not worried
You
about
might.
a thing.
You take it easy.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
This is what we're going to do next week. Thank you, Bob Seeger. Ah, that was a good show.
Yeah,
Fun.
that's fine.
I go long. I'm sorry, guys. I know
I'm
it's supposed to be an
fine.
hour, but I go long. I just can't stop talking.
I'm fine, especially.
Yeah, I
when
get
the
in front of this
subject matter-
microphone. I just keep going.
Especially when the subject matter we can go
Yeah.
with.
All right, cool.
It was fun.
Oh my God, that bomb Trump shit was hilarious.
That was
Bleached
good.
asshole Trump.
Everyone knows. People call me from around the
I'm
world,
telling you.
and they tell me I have the best asshole.
I wanted to hear you say that stuff, and I wanted to hear you have a beautiful asshole.
Well, I fed right into it, so yeah. So we're good. Don't worry about it.